Hey people, welcome to Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. This is Project Chevy. Now some people have had some questions, so this is also an update video, so stick around and stay tuned. Got Joe's truck out here, doing a little work to it. Thinking about squirting some paint on the tailgate. We need some. Joe's thinking about ordering a roll pan out of LMC catalog, and then the bumper for the front. We're gonna be taking the motor out of tank. It's a 350 automatic because Dave, this is a 78, and the cutoff year for smog is 75, I believe, and he put an older motor in it without an EGR valve, and because the smog laws are so stringent, because the book says it has one on it, they won't pass it. So we're going to put that motor in the Apache. Now the reason we took the transmission out of the Apache and put it in the Chevy was for a simple reason. One of the reasons is we had the transmission and it was ready, available to go on that, and that's a running, ready to go vehicle. This with the 292, now you've heard me say praises about these motors. They are great motors, they are very fuel efficient, they run forever, and they'll actually run when they're broken. This one is way broken. Down here is a harmonic balancer. Runs off the crankshaft, yeah? Let me get my hand down there without chopping it up. Watch this. Let me get my, so you can see it. No, it's not a camera trick. It's really moving. The guy who owned this actually just welded it on down here where the bolt goes to hold it on. That's a big no-no. So there's a myriad of problems that could be had in this motor. Yes, it's not leaking oil. Yes, it still runs strong. Drove it from Sacramento to here, and when he welded that on, he didn't weld it straight, so it's fried, and we're going to replace it with a bigger motor, namely the 350 in tank. So all this is going to be gutted, and then the body work will be finished, and the interior, and blah blah blah. But that's a lot of work still. Pulling a motor, putting in a motor, new transmission, new driveline, yay. This is almost done, so I'm going to keep working on it, and then I'm going to keep working on Sam. So it's going to get a little paint. I got to do a little sanding. I'm going to do some stuff for the mirrors. Alright people, I've already started painting. I just thought I'd give you this little tip. I just dusted the tailgate. And by dusting, I mean I hold it back further than when I normally paint. Dust the whole thing so it has texture, something to grab onto. I let that set for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so it's just sticky, tacky, it's not going to move anymore, and it gives you a nice surface to paint over. So there's your tip. I'm going to get back to it. Alright people, while I was waiting for the paint to dry, I put the front bumper back on, and I cut about 3 inches out of it so it sucked up tighter. I think it looks a little better. It still could go in a little bit more so that gap was gone, but it's not even secured, it's just kind of sitting there, but I think it looks a lot better. I also tricked out one of the mirror posts. It used to look like this, which is kind of nasty, so comparatively, yeah, you think I got something there? I did. Looks pretty good. Shiny chromy. I painted the back side of the mirror, but I think it looks pretty good. Tailgate came out pretty good. Looks pretty clean. There was one spot where a big old bug flew in it, but that's it. I can touch that up later. Looks pretty clean though. I had to change this back tire. The other one that was on there, the valve stem broke. It was all hissing air, so that was fun. Anyway, that's pretty much it, man. There's a couple episodes for you. Alright people, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I'm burning daylight and I gotta cook some dinner. So thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Remember, use American labor. It's good for the economy and it helps people out, man. Peace out, babies.